Let's pivot quickly to Constitution Hill. This is where the Apex Court continues to hear arguments into allegations that several local and international banks colluded to manipulate South Africa's currency. The Competition Commission is seeking to overturn a court ruling clearing some of the implicated financial institutions of wrongdoing in what is now a decades-long case. It's the first, in the first day of the hearing, lawyers representing the Competition Commission argued that it does have jurisdiction to investigate and prosecute global firms whose activities have an impact on South Africa's economy. Ziyanda and Ngcobo is live for us from the Constitutional Court. Ziyanda, good morning. This case centres on whether the Competition Commission has jurisdiction to pursue both local and foreign banks, and if granted, it would be a game changer for accountability. Good morning.
Good morning, Iman. That's right. And this is the argument that the Competition Commission is making to say, well, you can't limit the understanding and interpretation of Section 3.1 of the Competition Act, which prescribes that the Commission has a purview over all economic activities within South Africa. Advocate Tembega Ngcobo is saying, well, the markets do not have borders, and what these traders, some of whom have already been convicted in the US, they manipulated the rand, which is a symbol of our sovereignty. And so this law needs to be broadened insofar as its scope is concerned. And so that is why this matter is before the Constitutional Court, because the justices are being invited to pronounce on this section and how wide-ranging its powers for the Commission will be. And this is also still going to be an issue that is going to be ventilated in court here today, albeit it's going to be the bank's turn to argue against the Commission and its powers. We started off by hearing from the Bank of America and Merrill Lynch. Those are three respondents in the case, respondent 1, 20 and 21. And their lawyer was arguing, that's Advocate Paul Farlam, that the Commission in its first and second, in its first appeal at the Competition Appeals Court never spoke about the issue of jurisdiction, and that it's only coming up now. That 30 minutes that was granted to, Farlam, who's representing Merrill Lynch and the Bank of America, concluded at 4 o'clock. And so we expect to pick up with questions from the justices, and then going forward, all the banks that will be making representations will be given around 15 minutes each uninterrupted time to make their arguments and engage with the justices. But I can tell you so far, some of the line of questioning has been around, why they should, widen the interpretation of this Section 3.1 of the Competition Act, how exactly the Competition Commission would justify going to prosecute in another country. And Ngcobo is saying, well, the US has already prosecuted those found guilty of wrongdoing. They are not going to do the prosecution on behalf of South Africa, and the implications of what they have done. And they say the Competition's Appeal Court itself, by admission, did find prima facie evidence of wrongdoing. They are the ones who are supposed to be able to investigate and prosecute. So this is where arguments are. And of course, another 2 days coming up also from today until those hearings conclude.